Hey train spotters, Reservoir here / Calm. Back up in the loft from my motor railway. You can probably hear the rain patting down on the roof. Quick update video for you. So this is the plan of the layout, but I'm contemplating changing it because the slope doesn't work. Because I just can't get the right. I mean, that gradient works, but having the bits like this doesn't look great. So what I'm thinking is going to have maybe two main line, and maybe a third line, running line. Need to figure out where that's going to go. The 37, I've got 37 running around at the moment. But so I mean, this whole bit with those crossings, they'll probably go. That line will go in that one. So the two outer lines will probably go. And then all this, I'll rip the whole thing up and redo it. This top bit, the tunnel will stay because I like the tunnels. This yard probably will go. That top liner will go, and then all the track on top of here as well, which I'll still use maybe as storage because it keeps it off the floor. These two sidings, as I will go, because I might move them to like that side. We'll see. But I'm thinking with the track, where if I remove that bit, I move the tunnel over a bit, and maybe there's a chance I have a third line that goes here and round to where that coal wagon is, but we'll see. And then I've got three running lines, but I'm still gonna have a station, I think, somewhere maybe here. But I'm hopefully this week. I'm gonna do the boards along the sides, and then it'll look a lot better because then you've got when you're looking at the railway, so from down here you can't just see like the holes there. So means I can then put something against that, so it's fine. But that also means we're gonna have to take this board up. It lifts up anyway, so it's fine. It's not screwed down, and then put the board behind there. Don't know how, but maybe in the gap there where my fingers are. And then obviously that side's fine, and then this side as well. So yeah, so I think at some point I might do that, and then Friday we're doing that. So then Thursday, maybe tomorrow or Thursday. Today's Tuesday. I'm recording this video. Tuesday the 27th of January 2026. I'm going to try and do. I want to try and do more of this because I want to change it up a bit. I want to change my layout up a bit. I like what I've got with this overall, but I want running lines, and like, yeah, I'm just not sure on the slope because it doesn't work. As for new stock that I've got, so the northeastern van's fairly new. One of the shock vans are fairly new. The Mogo van, Groston van's new, but that's about it. And I've got three new engines. One being a 04, Robertson 04, D11, and I've got another engine coming this week as well. A random buy that I found on eBay. An engine I've wanted for a while, and it's a new tooling one, so I'm so happy about that. But as I said, so this whole top line is going to go. There's my 37 running around, one DB Schenker one, which I love. I know it's not a prototypical train, but you know, it's a bit of fun. So yeah, that's the premise of the layout. It's going to change, and like I might make it more basic because it is my first layout. So you know, have running lines, station, and stuff. It means I can have trains running around, and you know, no issues there. So for instance, my friends come over, rather than two tracks running, we've got three. So because I've got this controller as well, so just all I need to do is try and find another wire like this one to plug into that kind of controller, or if I'm going to properly wire it through the board eventually. So we'll see. So or I look at getting the big gauge master controller with us, which has the four controls, which might be a better way to do it, because I can have on one side and have both all three tracks powered from one controller. So that might be doing, get rid of these two ones because they're a bit crap. So yeah, we'll see. Here comes the 37 compass. Yay! It's St. Blazer TMD, so it's a limited edition model from Bachmann. I tend to only collect Bachmann models because they're better quality, and being slightly newer, they don't suffer from a Zach rot. So yeah, short video. So this whole top line is going to go. I know I've bought porcelain blocks, but again, they were fairly cheap. it's those that weren't cheap, but then again I could use those somewhere, so we'll see. Somewhere else, maybe for something else, I don't know, because I like the idea of the upper line, I do, but I think at the moment I just don't know. I can't justify it right now because it's a, I just don't have the space. If I had a bigger layout in like a bigger room, rather than up here in the loft, yeah, absolutely, not an issue. But because of where it is, and this is the space I've got to play with, you know, from the edge there to the here, no, I just don't have the space. So again, that is a lot of track from the, obviously from the crossover, that loop there, all this inner loop in a siding to that point, that will be a stranger straight. They can probably stay, but again, that even that could come out and they could be short over. That there's a lot of straights there. There's some big ones, big straights there. That's a big straight. Or was that flexi bit track? Yeah, I think the whole thing is I'm gonna have to change this. So I think, yeah, tomorrow or Thursday, I'll spend a bit of time up here and rejig the layout, and all these straights as well, and whatever else is up here, because you've got some track here. So potentially, yeah, I've got enough for 3 tracks, but maybe we'll have to look at getting a third, not third. What am I on about? Another some more track to finish this off. So if I do decide, not do isn't really a word, do decide to change the layout up a bit and make it more you know, mainline-ish. So because I've got you know, I can have 2 main lines like I've got running right now, then third line, and the third line can then still be a branch line with, and just stopped again. I think there's a circuit bit somewhere. But yeah, the other thing I also need to do, crack on with, it still is glue the cork down. The track, it's fine, it's a lot quieter with the cork on it, as you can probably hear, but let's turn this up a little bit. But it's, you know, I think some bits I've kind of butchered a little bit, like here, I mean, I could do cutting that a bit better. Bits of straights are easy to do. Yeah, I know I need to do those sidings. But again, if it's all going to change, then it's fine. So yeah, I think that's the plan. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Been a brief update. The last video I got rid of because I was thinking this is the plan, this is what I'm going to do, but I don't like this. From what I've seen people online, I want a basic layout with a station area, which I can then, you know, plan and do, and it'll look better, because I just don't think this is going to work, because if I want the track powered, this bit, I need to then get another, yeah, it's just not going to work. So yeah, that's the plan. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Stay tuned for more. I will hopefully go back to trains soon. I need to download Premiere Pro again, or find a version online. I'm not going to pay for it, even if it's an older one. I'll know how to use it again. I need to remember how to use it again, so yeah, get myself back into it. Download Photoshop so I can do my reskins. I might even do, you know, do some live streams for the reskins, maybe. So if you want to see that, let me know. I will probably post a video on that as well. So you know, when you see the you know, maybe like, because I've got a lot of engines in my series that I need to find all the assets for again, so that'll take a bit of time, but I could do something with that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and stay tuned for more. Happy Trains Bomb.